Lakshmana's message to Sumantra, then Lakshmana's commitment to Rama is colossal. He doesn't bother even for dharma and adharma. He is an Adishesha, the serpent nature. What is serpent is, it reacts quickly with smallest possible disturbance or presence of any object around. They come into consciousness and immediately it opens its hood and looks around and also starts hissing. We are all familiar with nature of reaction of a good serpent. And he, being the Adishesha, I think he inherited those qualities and he is very quick in his reactions. Asamikshya samarabdham, he condemns father like anything. He doesn't bother condemning the father. Even before in Yuddhakanda, in Ayodhya Kanda, he coolly says to Rama, you just give a nod. No one will survive in this Ayodhya. With one arrow, with one go, I will kill everybody in this Ayodhya, whoever comes on my way and on your way of getting the throne. You just give me a nod, he pleads with Rama. Of course, Rama is there to control him always. Asamikshya samarabdham viruddham buddhilaghavat janayishyati sankrosham raghavasya vivasanam. Hey, my father, through Sumantra, he sends a message to his father. You have done something without properly thinking. Asamikshya samarabdham. You have not applied your mind in a critical way and also in a agreeable way, and you acted upon it without proper analysis. Viruddham, you acted in a contradictory way because you thought you are great intellectual. Buddhilaghavat, you only applied your mind but not wisdom, and you acted. And on account of your action, you will be feeling sankrosham, you will be feeling utter difficulties, and janayishyati sankrosham raghavasya vivasanam. Banishment of Rama will leave you a kind of pain in your life for your whole life. It's not actually good on part of a son to send a message through the minister. Of course, Sumantra is very antaranga. He is a family member like in Ramayana for Dasharatha's family, but still through a third person sending a message in such harsh words exhibits his love for Rama. That's, I quoted this not to emulate that nature, but only kind of to exhibit his love to Ramachandra. In his love to Ramachandra, he becomes blind sometimes. Aham tavat maharaje pitrutvam noparakshaye. He says, I do not consider him to be my father. Bhrata, bharta, cha bandhuscha, pita, cha mama Raghava. For me, Raghava is Rama, is my brother, Rama is my Lord, Rama is my relation, Rama is my father, and Rama is everything for me. This Lakshmana's commitment towards Rama is total. Bharata's also. Of course, all the three brothers used to be like that. I do not know how Kaikeyi wrongly assessed the situation. Rama to Lakshmana in Panchavati. Then in Panchavati, Rama looks for a dwelling, and Lakshmana says that both of you be resting here for some time. I will make the dwelling for you. And immediately he went into the forest, and I would not know what did he did. Valmiki described elaborately, and then a beautiful dwelling came into existence, and he took Rama to see it, his result of his effort. Then Rama compliments him it's a great quotation. Bhavajnena kritajnena dharmajnena cha Lakshmana. You are a bhavajna. You know what I mean, what I desire. I need not tell you. You see, that is the kindness of love. If there is proper love between two persons, they can read their mind, they can read their mutual hearts also. One need not expressly tell everything. Without telling, one has to catch the other person. That is the real love. That is what is meant by bhavajnena. And kritajnena, you are always kritajna, and you are always dharmajna also. Even though he exhibits his reactionary nature and loses his temper and balance quite a few times, but Lakshmana also cools down and comes to dharmic path. He too never has committed any adharmic action. His nature is different. First firing, and then he himself cools down. No need to anybody intervene. He himself starts thinking, and wisdom also prevails upon him. All the characters in Ramayana, this is the case. Dharmajnena cha Lakshmana, Tvaya putrena dharmatma na samruttah pita mama. This is a great compliment given by Rama to Lakshmana. On account of you like a son to me, I feel in you that my father has not died. He is alive, very much breathing. What does it mean? He places, on account of your association, your accompaniment, I feel always that I am accompanied by my father. You are protecting me like a father. Great compliment he gives. Samvruttaha is equal to died. Mama pita, my father, na samvruttaha, dharmatma mama pita, a dharmic person, the dharmic person that is my father, did not die. Alive, why? Because of you. And you, who are you? You are putra to me. So in our colloquial Telugu and the sons and all that, my tandri, mana anna ma tandri, something like that, very colloquial way, he says that he gives such a very great compliment in Panchavati Aranyakanda. Sita to Hanuman again recalls the relationship. And Rama complimented in Panchavati, and Sita recalls it to Hanuman in Sundarakanda. Yam drushtva Raghavo naiva vrutta margya manusmare. Seeing Lakshmana, Rama never died. Vruttam is equal to died. Vruttam Aryam. Aryam is equal to, because he is a father-in-law, he cannot say Raja. Vruttam Aryam Anusmaret. Father-in-law who died, he started forgetting him. He never recalled Dasaratha. He never remembered Dasaratha because Lakshmana is there. That means Lakshmana is equal to Dasaratha. Then Lakshmana's behavior is also to both of them is very unique, that his nature is very great nature. He is a Sneha Bhakti and Dasya Bhakti. It is a Seva Bhakti. Naham Janami Ke Kainkaryam, Kainkarya Bhakti. Naham Janam, embodiment of Kainkarya is Lakshmana. Naham Janami Keyure, Naham Janami Kundale, Nupure Tvahijanami, Nityam Pada Abhivandanat. When this is a very well-known shloka, I need not elaborate, because when the question of identifying the jewels left by Sita Mata in the Rishyamoka Parvata question came, everybody was, Rama was not able to properly see them because he was overpowered by his dukkha. His eyes were closing, his eyes were wetting, he was not able to look into them properly, and someone has to identify them. And then Sugriva and Anjanaya approached Lakshmana Swami, at least, can you do this? Then he says, I cannot identify because I have not seen any jewel, because he never, in the presence of Rama and Sita, imagine, for 14 years, all alone, always accompanying, day in and day out accompanying, he has not lifted his hand and seen the faces. He saw only Pada. This is the Kainkarya Bhakti. Nupure Tvahijanami. I can identify the Nupuras that are worn by my Mata, Sita, my Bhabiji. That is Nupura, which are worn in the legs. Because I used to do pranam every day, I used to see them. I can say that they are of the Sita. When he meets Tara, it is Lakshmana's. Lakshmana is very shy nature. He is portrayed like that, especially in the presence of women. When he goes to Tara, and Hanuman knows the trick, and then Hanuman prompts Tara when he is coming to, in a great anger, to take upon the Sugriva because he forgot the promise made to Sri Ramchandra. He was very angry. At that moment of rage, he might have even killed Sugriva also without looking back. Therefore, Hanuman prompts, Hanuman or Jambavan, I do not know, prompts Tara to intervene because, usually whenever ladies appear, then of course everyone you turn to be softer than what he is otherwise. Therefore, looking at Tara, he says, Avangmuko bhun manujendra putra stri sannikarshad vinivritta kopaha. Valmiki clearly mentions it because it is the Sannikarsha, that is association of women, and proximity. Sannikarsha means proximity. Proximity of women is there. His kopa has receded and he started looking down in all shyness and all.